Today we're going to take a look at our last chapter. We're going to start it. We're going to be talking about different things in regards to investing. So the first thing that we want to talk about is your savings account. While it is saving, it is not considered investing. Something like a retirement account, so if you have an IRA, a 401k, something like that would be considered investing. Some good things to know about investing, why you would want to invest, is that it keeps up with inflation. So as the cost of items go up, so does your investment. So it takes that into consideration. A negative is that it's very risky. You could invest in a stock and it might lose all its value. The market could be going down at a time when you need to remove your money from your investments, but there's just a lot of different risks that you would have to take. Another negative about it is that you are often charged fees. So if you just put your money in your savings account and just left it there, it would be fine. However, with an investment account, you're going to be charged some sort of fee along the way, whether that's a tax fee or a broker fee or something like that. All right, so some different types of investments that we're going to take a look at over the course of the next couple weeks are stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. So stocks are equity in a company. So it's like you own a little percentage of that actual company. Whereas a bond is as if you are giving a loan to a company. And they're going to pay that back to you with interest. A CD is a certificate of deposit. And then mutual funds is where you don't have to pick a certain stock. It's more like a collection of stocks. You'll often hear when you're talking about investing that you want to diversify, and that just means spreading out your money in different types of investments, whether that's doing some stocks, some bonds, an IRA, lots of different things, as opposed to putting it all on one stock. So kind of comparing here, some examples of things that you would do as you're saving would be like a CD, a certificate of deposit, or a savings account. People often consider this to be something that is short term. You're saving for a vacation, and so you put money in your savings account until you need it. It's not something that you're investing with for years and years down the road. The downside to it is that it has very slow growth. Most savings accounts have something like a 1% or less interest rate. Sometimes you can get some high interest savings accounts, but the majority of the accounts that you have might even be something like 0.05%. Investing would be dealing with your stocks and bonds or even real estate. There's an increased risk with this because of the unpredictability. But this is more for something that you're going to do long term. So you're saving for your retirement. Speculating, we don't talk too much about it, but it would be something like day trading. Or even going to the casino to try to make big bucks quickly. It is very risky. And the goal with this is that you're earning during a short period of time. So you want to take your $500 and you're going to go to the casino and you're going to try to triple that. Again, you could lose that $500 and then you still need that money. And then the last thing that we want to talk about is why should you even invest? It's really important for you to invest because if you think about how much something costs nowadays, it was probably a whole lot cheaper when your parents or your grandparents were younger. So if you're investing, you're taking care of that inflation rate. So by the time that you decide to retire, then you're going to have enough money to support yourself. And then the last thing is just looking at your low risk to high risk. We have cash is the safest. Bonds are a little bit safer, a little bit more risky, but still on the safe side. Stocks, mutual funds, exchange traded funds, as we go along, they get more and more risky. Again, some alternate investments. We already talked about one of them above. We talked about real estate. Commodities. So talking about gold and silver. And then some hedge funds. And we're not really going to talk about these last three a lot, but they are just other ways that you can invest.